Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, January 17th, 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, we had a really rotten day today, but before I talk about our rotten day, let's look at the Dow because the Dow had a good day. You can see here what happened. It opened lower, but then it completely reversed itself. This big spike you see that took place maybe an hour and a half before the close, um, I, I'm sure that may have been news related. I have not had time to figure out what that news was. I don't trade on news anyway, so I don't worry too much about that. But something happened that really uh, pushed the Dow Jones Industrial Average into a very positive territory today, and they officially ended uh, up 163 points. So you've heard me talk about the Dow here, that this is in fact a bull market and everything else, and uh, this certainly looks like a bull market to me. It just won't stay down, and this was nice action on the Dow today that fulfills my prediction. Anyway, so I'm happy about that. We had a terrible day today. You know, yesterday we had, I think, negative $11,000 or something like that on the close, and every single one of those positions was negative. We didn't have a single positive position on the close yesterday, and 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 the close of the Dow didn't look very encouraging either yesterday. So I figured today was not going to be a good day, and my prediction was totally fulfilled. We ended up closing out negative $18,000. That's the worst day that we've had all month, by far the worst day. And then, in spite of this great reversal in the Dow, it didn't help us at all. We got into 9 new positions. Only 2 were positive, 7 were negative, and we're carrying just shy of negative 5,000 going into tomorrow. So, yeah, just all around, this was not a good day. Now, having said all that, I went back, I filled in the spreadsheet today, and we're still up $93,000 for the month of January. So that's real good. But yeah, we took a hit today. We got hosed, no question about it. All right, let me show you a couple. I'm going to show you a couple of the frustrating trades today. Big money losers we had. This first one is the stock I have a love-hate relationship with. This is DeGaz, which is the inverse natural gas. And we had bought this yesterday with just a little over an hour to go in the day. You know, we're getting pretty close to buying the high there. And then it did one of these infamous natural gas gaps against us today. And that sucker cost us $8,000. And that definitely contributed to that $18,000 loss that we suffered this morning. Not so good. Okay, I'll show you another one that's not totally bad, but it was bad. I don't know what else to say about this. This is GoGo Incorporated, and boy, did it go this morning. We had bought this middle of the day yesterday, and then it hooked back on us toward the close, and then you can see here it just body slammed us here on the open. We're selling this thing almost on the low of the day, and that socked us for $4,200 on this exit. And at that point, usually when that happens, the thing keeps going down. No, this thing reverses massively. It reverses, keeps going, and then we get entered into it again here. And when that first happened, I just gasped. I said, oh my God, it's going to turn around and do the same thing to us. But actually, I should know better because generally speaking, you see this pattern um, in stocks where you get this really very pronounced sell spike at the beginning of the day, and then it reverses, and this is something I call a crossover. This thing is crossing over all this data for the last 4 days. It's going to keep going, and so it did keep going, and we actually are holding $1,700 positive open trade equity in GoGo Incorporated. So that's probably pretty safe there, but this loss right at the beginning of the day was pretty hard to take. Then that was a loss in combination with that horrible Degas trade. So yeah, we just got socked this morning. That happens. Trading is not easy. This is Trader Bob signing off. I will be back here tomorrow, my favorite day for ID.